I'm gonna say this. The you men that are hooking up with these women that ain't shit, they ain't got no money, they ain't got no future, and all they got is looks, and then they get on here and demand that you pay for everything. Ladies, if this is you, what leverage are you using? Because the man that is going to simp for you and pay for everything, and you literally provide nothing to the table, he is doing that because he is desperate. He is so desperate and he has no options. So he is out of options at this point. Because if he can do better, he would. So the only way he can get somebody is pay here some money for some bills. That's like literally the only way he can get some woman's attention. He might have just enough money to maybe pull that off. But if he had true stability and everything that he needed and everything a woman would need, nature would take its course and he would not even have to do that. Somebody would take him up on his offer. But to stoop to that level of desperation, he might have money, but something's probably going on with that personality of his that's making it damn near impossible for him to do this normally. So when you get on here and say my man is my boyfriend, not even husband, pays all the bills or whatever, and paying for your hair and your nails, that's not even a flex. This is called manipulation. He wants something from you so bad that he is willing to bankrupt himself to get it. That is like the worst type of woman. And if you had your stuff together, you would be taking care of yourself. But you claim to be strong and independent, but you need some man to pay your way. If you were truly strong and independent, those words wouldn't even come out of your mouth. I'm married, don't look at me. I'm set for life. I'm just pointing out what I see on TikTok and on YouTube. But your attitude is all kinds of crazy. That's one reason you don't have a man. Two, if you are a single mother and you did all this shit out of wedlock, we do not want you. Good luck with that. Well, the men that are have made it in life like myself, we do not want you. And for the men, until you learn how to talk to the woman, until you work on that personality of yours and thoroughly develop yourself, all I can say is good luck, because if you're not a well-rounded individual that has got your finances together, can talk to other people, and know how to accomplish goals and know how to lead, if this is not you, you're not going to do you're not going to get what you want. You're just, because nobody's going to settle for somebody that, if your life is all kinds of messed up, nobody's going to settle for that. Nobody's going to put their life in jeopardy when you are not stable as a man. Also, I'm going to say this: supporting women that are unmarried is unwise. I understand if you're getting married and you put that ring on her finger, that's a whole nother story. But if this is just a girlfriend, you just starting to talk to her, and the first thing out of her mouth is something about money, you better get away from that. What that means is she can't take care of herself. Because a person that can completely take care of themselves, they're not going to ask the person that they're interested in dating for money like that. Maybe a little favor here and there while when the relationship is established, but not something to the point where you're going to bankrupt this person. Or if she's coming up with, to date me, you're going to show me your bank account or show me this, or she wants you to flex all this money. This is not a person that you want to be with, because if you marry this person and you give her access to your bank account, she is going to bankrupt you, because she's going to be constantly in that bank account spending more than what you have. See, when I use my money, I use exactly what I have per month and nothing else. Literally nothing else, down to the penny. I have my budget balanced to the penny, and I use not one penny over that, and everything's taken care of. But she's racking up credit cards that exceed your income, you're in trouble. You see, when I got my two credit cards, I made sure I had a total credit limit of $3,000 on both those cards combined. One card has a $2,000 balance, and the other one has a $1,000 balance, or $1,500 balance. That's well within my capabilities. Well within my capabilities for the $2,500. I have a lot more than that. So the credit limit, total credit limit, is under what I have per month. That's where you need to keep that at. If your credit card limits exceed your income, cancel those credit cards. As soon as you use them, you're already in trouble, because you're going to be tempted to do things and you're going to exceed the balance, and then all of a sudden now your credit balance is higher than your monthly income. You're going to fuck yourself doing that. If that's what they're offering you, cancel that offer, and then get a secured credit card. If your income is something decent, put down $2,000 and get a secured credit card with a $2,000 balance on there, and start with that. That way, when you max it, you can just put that $2,000 back on there and just use that credit card to pay bills. You see, I can guarantee that because my money is guaranteed to me. So I can take my two credit cards, max them out, and put that money back the following month and keep doing it that way. And it's not going to hurt me any. I don't need to finance anything for the rest of my life. We already own everything. So there's no financing. I'm getting rid of the car in 2 years. I will never drive a car again on purpose. So there's no more financing cars in the future. Keeping my wife's car paid off and rebuilt. She's not even getting a finance car from me, because there's no point when I can rebuild the car. So if you're not doing things correctly, you're not going to achieve. Sorry. What I meant to say is, if you're not doing things correctly, you're not going to achieve the results that you want in your personal life, like whether it's getting a woman or whatever your goal is. But keep giving in to these people that want to use you financially, and you're going to pay the price for that. I'm out of here.